Now, making a name for yourself can be great if it's for the right reasons. But the concreter in our next story is being talked about for all the wrong ones.
He's become known in some South Island towns for taking sums of money from clients, then vanishing before the job is complete. Caitlin has the story.
We're getting to know the new guy in town.
We've got his cordless drill, a strop, pair of pliers.
Really good wheelbarrow, a rake, and a sledgehammer.
His job still to finish.
He dug up all the old asphalt and left us with mud.
His bills left to pay.
Smashed the signs off the back of the truck. He scratched the back of the digger and put a big dent in the bottom corner of it.
Everything's here, but the tradie himself, Samuel White.
So you don't think he's here anymore?
He's not in Invercargill, I'm sure of it.
It's heartbreaking, really, to know that there are people out there that will do this.
It was March when Sam first came into the picture for Yvette, who'd been longing to redo her driveway in Invercargill.
It was time. It was just old and tired.
And Catherine had plans to build a barn. Both saw an advert on a community Facebook page, coming from a concrete layer Sam, who was starting out on his own.
He was really nice, easy to talk to. He didn't seem the least bit dodgy anyway.
Gave him a call and asked him to come out for a quote, and he came in the cheapest.
Sam was charging about $5,000 less than other concreters, $14,500 to do her driveway and a small pad, if she paid half up front and in cash.
And did she have that kind of money?
No. I had to get out a personal loan to pay for it, which I'm paying back.
Catherine also paid Sam a deposit, handing over $7,500 to get things underway.
Did you get anything in writing?
No. But I just wouldn't have expected to, really, yeah.
And why is that?
I don't know. I've never done anything like that before, really, you know?
You trusted him?
Yeah, I trusted him, yeah.
And he gave her reason to, soon getting stuck into the job.
Got a digger in and he dug it out deeper and he put in all the boxing and everything and carted in the gravel.
But they say it wasn't long before Sam ran out of steam.
And he said, oh, look, I need more money for gravel. Then he said, I've ordered the wrong mesh and I have to come up with another $1,000. And I'd given him $1,000 for running costs as well, yeah. So he got $10,500.
And another $5,000 from Yvette to hire equipment.
A lot of humming and hawing, but then we decided, well, you know, he's here every day, he's doing the work, you know, let's give him that money.
But did that money go to the hire company?
He hasn't even paid us $5,000 all up, so that's interesting.
Sam borrowed a bunch of gear from Southland Hire.
Concrete saws, concrete breakers, diggers, trucks, and laser levels, plate compactors.
Phil says for the first month, Sam paid his bills on time, but then his machines were coming back empty of fuel, damaged, or not at all.
He left a plate compactor on site and he attempted to pull it apart himself. We don't know what he was up to there. There's a big dent in there that we've pulled out where we can, but he's done all that damage through the bottom there.
He says Sam owes him over $4,500.
Pretty gut-wrenching, really, especially when you're trying to give a young guy a start and help him out.
After about a month, Catherine and Yvette realised things weren't stacking up.
I kept texting him and I said, look, I know it's hard and you're busy and everything, but it would be nice to hear from you.
He came round and said that, look, this job has taken way too long and that the next fine day he'll get back into it and get it done. Well, we had perfect weather over that entire time and we never saw him.
A week into May, she posted on Facebook, warning people about Sam's work.
What Yvette and Catherine didn't know was that Sam had just started work for another concreting company, and news soon spread to his new boss.
So I hit him up about it. Said, mate, I can't have you working for me while this is popping up on these news feeds around town.
Sam admitted he had 3 jobs in town still to finish.
And when I said, what's left to do, he said, oh, it's pretty much all dug out, ready to go, we just need to supply the concrete.
Not exactly how Mark would put it.
It wasn't even wasn't even really dug out enough, and he under-measured the job. Like he quoted about 130 square metres, and it's actually sort of 180.
And without the proper drainage.
Yeah, all the water was going to just be flowing onto Yvette's back lawn.
Mark offered to help sort the jobs out at no cost.
We spoke about it that night, and he said, oh, if you can help me out, that'll be awesome.
But the next day, he didn't show up.
He just did a runner, never seen him again.
And we've discovered it's not the first time.
Not long before Sam showed up here, he'd been way up in Blenheim, but we're told he didn't stick around to finish the job there either.
We employed Sam to come in and do it was approximately about a 60-metre square new pad, and then seal it along with the other 40-odd square metres of pre-existing concrete.
For that, Mike paid Sam $6,300.
We did an initial first payment with him of $3.5, and then we paid out the rest of the balance after he had asked my wife Tania if he could get the full payment in full before the job was completed, because he needed it for his family, and poured the concrete, set it, and then disappeared.
They ended up using other contractors to complete the work, another $3,500.
Tania and I were both just gutted to hear that it had happened to somebody else on a larger scale.
I'm paying this $16,000 loan back for a dug-up driveway that turned into a mud pit. And he's gone.
So we went looking for the 26-year-old. On paper, he's Samuel Lance Arapuki White, but he also goes by the last name Howard, which sounds a lot like Howley, the name of another concreter in Invercargill. That, Sam told us, the mix-ups caused him a lot of grief and wants people to know if they aren't handed one of his business cards, they're not dealing with Sam Howley Concrete. As for the Sam we are after, he seemed just as keen to distance himself from his work.
No, I can't say, sorry.
What do you mean?
What's the person and the name of the person they're looking for?
They're looking for Sam. I'm speaking with Sam.
You got Sam over, what is Sam?
Yeah, and this is your number, and I know it's your number, Sam, because I've seen text messages that you've had with Yvette and Catherine. So what can you tell me about those jobs?
Not a lot. I don't know anything about them, really.
But you did start them and just didn't finish them.
How do you know that?
Because I've been there, I've seen them on site.
Okay.
So what happened?
They paid me 50% of the money, I did 50% of the work.
Oh,
They refused to pay me the other 50%. That's honestly how it is.
Except that honestly doesn't add up with the extra $8,000 Yvette and Catherine have paid him.
You've still got to finish the job. You don't get paid in full up front.
Sam's refused to answer our questions since, and his jobs might have still looked like this if not for the intervention from the NZ Concrete Contractors Association. When it caught wind of what had happened at Yvette's place, it got together a team of local contractors, all showing up one frosty morning. Wagner Construction, Mark Sheehan Concreting, Sam Howley Concrete, Brad Warnock, Rohan Mayon Plumbing, Wilson Concrete Pumping and Precision Concrete Cutting, all giving their time for free. And Allied Concrete donating $7,000 worth of concrete.
Good to get it done for Yvette, you know. Only too happy to help, really. It's been good, and she put on a pretty mean morning tea, so that was where it's coming along.
How does it feel seeing it all done like this?
Oh, it's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. You know, it brings you to tears, you know, sort of like seeing that it's done, it's finally done.
And Catherine can soon say the same.
Got some really nice friends who are actually going to finish off the job for me at cost.
It's been costly, but she and Yvette know better for next time.
Read reviews, ask around, don't pay out extra. Make sure you keep receipts, phone calls, text messages, everything.
Maybe not look for the absolute cheapest price and try to go for someone who's been in the game. There's a few concreters in this town that have been in the game for a while and they'll do a good job and they've got good reputations, but yeah, for somebody looking to get a job done, just do your homework.
Yvette sure knows who she can count on now.
I cannot thank these people enough. I cannot thank you guys enough for coming down and putting it out there. It's just, everybody's just come out of the woodwork for us.
Oof.
You know, you see the bad in people, but then you see the absolute goodness in people as well in a story like that, don't you?
Yeah, some great southern kindness.
Yeah, look, a couple of top tips from the New Zealand Concrete Contractors Association. Check out the tradesperson before booking, check their name and company online, and of course, ask around.
See if they're on the company's register and check how long they've been in business. Very important.
Yes, and if you go onto the NZCCA's website, they have a list of the tradies they back.